Hi everyone, welcome to AmalaMovement. I'm Charlotte. Today we have a Yoga for January practice to nurture and to nourish the journey that you are on. This yoga practice is here for you whenever you need it, all year round. So let's get started. So I would love us to begin today's practice together, lying down on our backs. So please do take your time. Make sure you're nice and cozy with your feet standing and your knees up towards the sky. So a semi-supine or constructive rest. I invite you to join me in closing the eyes. Just beginning with a quiet moment to tune in, to arrive into our yoga practice together. Allow the breath to deepen. Feel free to take as many sighs or exhales or even yawns out the mouth as you need. And I would like to guide us in towards our thoughts. So if it feels okay for you today, can we perhaps start by just quietly noticing how we're feeling? We can look at the bigger picture in general, how are we feeling in general, but also right now, in this very moment, lying here on your mat with me, tapping into our breath. How are you feeling? And there's, of course, no right or wrong way to feel. And with this noticing of how we're feeling, noticing our experience. Through this, we can open up our trust in our own journey, trusting your experience, trusting that you're in the right place. Something guided you here, something led you here. And now here you are with me, lying down on the floor, looking up at the same sky, breathing deeply. So wherever you are, however you're feeling, let's take one more big, juicy breath in through the nose. Have a soft part of your lips take a sigh out through the mouth. Slowly start to blink the eyes open. Wiggle the fingers, the toes, the ankles and the wrists. That got quite deep. Let's bring our right knee in towards our chest. Keep your head relaxed into the ground beneath you. Keep your shoulders heavy and take some circles of your right ankle. Circling the other way. And you can keep this left knee bent if this feels good, or there's the option to straighten it out along the floor. If you're doing this, flex through the left foot. Bring your left hand to your knee, your right hand to your right hip, and you can guide your right knee across the body to find a juicy twist. And you don't need to go too deep. We're warming up the body. We're just arriving into our practice. into this journey, into this experience today. So take your time. Bringing the knee back to center. Hug it in, squeeze it in. You can lift the head and shoulders round the spine for 3, 2, 1, and then lower it down. Lower the head, lower the foot, and bring your left knee in towards the body. Interlace the fingers. Allow the arms to be heavy. Relax the head down and take some circles of this left ankle. And as we take these circles, so whether it's our ankle circles or shoulder circles at another time, we're really thinking about smoothing out the circle, so letting it be as round and easy as it can possibly be. Remember, there's the option to straighten the right leg. Bring the right hand to the knee and guide the knee across the body, finding a twist. You can look over your left shoulder if that feels nice. Deepen the stretch. Bring everything back to center. Squeeze your knee, your left knee, into the nose, round the spine. Hug everything in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Your head back down. Plant your left foot into the earth, the right foot into the earth, and roll over onto your left-hand side. We're just going to take a moment here. You can support the head into your left arm, our fetal position, bending the knees. Allow the belly to be soft. The hips, the knees, the ankles, let go. Inviting you to close your eyes and very slowly, mindfully moving, coming all the way up to seated. The eyes can be closed here. And sitting tall, hands gently resting on your knees. Take a moment just to be here. Slowly, let's blink the eyes open. Beautiful. So, bring your hands behind you. Your fingertips can point towards your bottom or away from you, whichever works for you. Bringing your feet to the earth and your knees up towards the sky. Thinking about opening through the chest. So rather than collapsing and letting the shoulders roll inwards, open the heart. Let in that love. And windscreen wiper the legs. I don't know if this is the technical name, but today my knees look like windscreen wipers, so let's go with that. Just dropping the knees to the left and to the right. And then the next time there, over towards the left, we're going to pause. You can adjust the legs and the feet if necessary. And whilst we're here, flexing through the left foot, so the foot that's in front, remember to wake up the toes. Roll both shoulders in towards the back, finding a twist. So as we're here, thinking about finding length through, well, the whole of the body, but in particular the spine, lifting up through the crown of the head. And over time, trusting that your right hip, the right glute, is going to sink further into the earth. But this takes time. Everything takes time. Great. Have one more inhale. Exhale, untwist the body. Put your left hand to the earth so you can send your right leg all the way out towards the side. Check your knees and your toes are pointing up towards the sky. Inhale, bring your left fingers all the way up. Extend, find length through the left side of the body. And easy, 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 the left hand goes up and over the rainbow towards the right foot. So I really encourage you to find the trust in this journey that we're all sharing. And that trust means that we can maybe ease off a little bit. We don't want to close the body, be too vicious almost. Ease off, give yourself the space to breathe. Take any movements of the head and the neck that feel good. And your inhale brings you all the way back up. Use your hands to help you bring the knees back in. Plant the feet on the earth, hands behind you. Give yourself space. Open up through the heart and through the chest. And back into our windscreen wipers. So as you do this, it is important to be aware of the feet. So they are awake and active. You can take this as fast or as slow as you like. So really listen, really tune in. And the next time your knees are dropped over towards the right, make sure the feet are nice and flexed. Ease off, adjust the legs and the knees if you need. This side is so much tighter, but that's okay. That's the journey. So sitting tall, your left hand comes across to your right knee, finding a twist, opening up through the shoulders, breathing here, and perhaps let's use our exhale to think about sending our left hip down into the earth. So each exhale, let your left hip feel heavier and heavier and heavier. Inhale to sit tall. Untwist yourself on an exhale. Right hand to the earth so you can extend your left leg out towards the side. Listen to your body. Work with your body. So if you need to bring your left leg further in, of course, do that. And bend this knee always, of course. Right knee up. Right arm up towards the sky. Big breath in. Find this length through the whole right side. And exhale like a gentle, pretty rainbow. Come over towards the left side. So be kind. Give yourself the space to breathe. Take any movements of the head and the neck. Drop the shoulder in towards the back. The right shoulder in particular. And inhale, come all the way back up. Use your hands to help you. Bring the knees together. And just rock onto all fours. Having your knees underneath your hips, your wrists underneath your shoulders. Move slowly and mindfully. Take a rock or a sway from side to side. So moving left to right. So feel free to really get your hips involved here. You can also get your upper body and your head involved here. So really take it as it comes. You can close your eyes if you feel a bit silly. Great. Have a giggle. That's fine. We're allowed to be silly sometimes. Lovely. So try and keep this sway. This is something new. It's something fun. Let's try it together. So keeping this sway from side to side, we're going to tuck our toes underneath us. Slowly, this is one for the core, take the knees away from the mat, but keep the sway. Extend your legs out long behind you. So now we're coming into a swaying plank position. So you can maybe take this a little bit slower. If you really want to go there, you can lift one hand off and the other hand off as you come into this rock. that's too much, keep the hands on the floor. And as we move through this sway, keep the knees bent and juicy and responsive to what the body's doing. Bend the knees a little bit more, keep the sway, and send your hips up towards the sky. So we're coming into a swaying downward facing dog. And again, just take it as it comes. So really listen. Find space for your breath. Slow down the sway. Pause in any moments that feel super juicy and super yummy. And then coming back to stillness. Coming back to your breath. Notice how all this feels when we swirl up everything inside of us. We can move and move and move, and then we're just still. We are still so that we can notice. Okay, looking forward. Step your right foot in front of the left. Step your left foot in front of the right. Your right foot in front of the left. Your left foot in front of the right. So crisscrossing our steps all the way up. Bend the knees if you need to bring your right foot behind the right wrist. Your left foot behind the rest. Left foot behind the left wrist. Holding opposite elbows. Gently nod the head. Micro movements. Micro movements. Shake the head to say no. Let your head and your upper body hang heavily over the thighs. Bringing your hands to your shins. Inhale, draw the belly in, lift the chest, send the heart forwards. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back to your plank. Just for one breath. Inhale, look forwards, shift forwards, bend the knees, put the elbows to the earth, and slide your bottom to the floor. Open the chest, small cobra. Pausing here. Come to notice whatever it is you're noticing, whether that's your breath, how your body's feeling, emotions. And imagine that somebody's coming to lift your hips up behind you. In one big sweeping motion, quite quickly send your hips all the way back towards your heels. Again, pause, notice. Excellent. Creep your fingertips further forwards towards the front of your mat, like we're exaggerating a stretch for our shoulders and for our armpits. You can come onto your fingertips to increase this stretch even more. Look forwards. Inhale, press through the tops of your feet. Come onto all fours. Square off the hips. Bring the knees underneath you. Starting to slowly wake up that fire and energy in our core. So moving from your center, inhale, draw your belly button up towards the sky, round the shoulders, press through all 10 fingers. Breathe here, let the shoulders round, thinking about the scapula, the shoulder blades pressing away from each other, so letting them round around your upper back. Ease off, drop your belly towards the earth, squeeze the hips up towards the sky, squeeze the shoulder blades together, so now they're squeezing in towards the back. Take one more breath, and then ease off, come back onto all fours, cross your legs, swivel onto your bottom, do what you need to do. Have a little shake out of your wrists. And then slowly come all the way onto your back. Have a moment to arrive here. Feet standing, knees up towards the sky. Interlace your fingers. Bring your hands behind your head. And keep the elbows nice and wide. So I'm not going to say what's coming because I think you know, but as we do this thing, we're going to keep our collarbones relaxed and open. And we're going to scoop our right elbow towards our left knee and bring your left knee in towards your chest. And as you do this, I think there's a habitual pattern to want to like clench and bring everything like really together, but keep it spacious and open. And then back down. Left elbow towards your right knee. Keep it spacious and open. Keep your left shoulder blade away from the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, come back down. So this is the pattern. You can stay here if this is what's working for you today. Keep it slow, keep it easy breezy. To build a little bit more heat in the body, extend the opposite leg away from you. So I don't want to say the word bicycle crunches because I don't want to think of this word crunch. So think of like bicycle, spacey, twisty, breathy things. Right. Don't know what I'm talking about. So keep it going. Keep the breath there with you. Keep the shoulder blades away from the floor. Keep the collarbones open. The shoulder blades relaxing down into the body. Let's go for 10 more. Keep it breathing. Good. 4, 3, keep smiling. 2, 1, and relax it all down. Squeeze the knees in towards the chest. Have a little hug for yourself. Cross the calves, hold opposite ankles, rock and roll yourself as many times as you need, all the way up to seated. Crossing your legs. Roll the shoulders in towards your back. Interlace your fingers behind you and think about opening the chest. Squeeze the palms of the hands together or work towards squeezing the palms of the hands together. And using this as an opportunity to open out the front side of the body. So with these bicycle, twisty, breathy things we just did, we don't want that to close the belly down. So keep the space. Bring your hands to your knees, palms up towards the sky. Closing the eyes. Notice where we are. Trust this experience. Trust this journey. And let's finish by just noticing the breath. Noticing this big inhale. And soft, perhaps a little heavy exhale. And next time you inhale, are you able to pause just for a few moments? And then exhale. Inhaling. There's the invitation to pause. And then exhale. Let's take one more. Inhale. Pausing. Exhale. And then let it all go. Bringing the palms of your hands together, taking a moment of gratitude for yourself, for showing up, for being a part of your journey. Bringing your hands up to your third eye. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me today. Namaste.